going live on YouTube. And this is helpful because you can keep the Zoom meeting controlled while still like allowing people or as many people as possible to watch the meeting without them interrupting. They don't need the Zoom link or anything, and they can't unmute or like mess up the routine of the class. The live stream also saves automatically so people can watch it later, which is great, like if they're in a different time zone or they're sick and like they can't join class that day. Um, so mm,
Yeah, so we also like recorded on the cloud instead of doing a local recording. So with the local recordings, the meeting is saved to your device or computer, so usually as an MP4 file, and it gives you also like control right away, but it also uses up storage space. And then cloud recording, which is what we did, basically saves the meeting online onto the platform servers, so in this case onto Zoom servers. So it makes it easier to access, to share also through a link, and so also just like manage everything without having to worry about storage device storage.
Okay, and now I'm gonna explain what the hub is. So I'm gonna share my screen. And so this is the hub and or this wait. Okay. So this is the hub on Zoom, and home is this just gives you a quick overview of recent activities, including files, summaries, and meeting. And the Files tab contains documents and summaries that I personally own or created. Shared with me is the section that shows files other people have shared with me. I don't have any right now. And then Starred just lets you bookmark important files for quick access. And then the trash just stores deleted files temporarily before permanent deletion. And then the meetings tab just shows scheduled or past meetings connected to hub content. Now I'm gonna show the AI companion summary. So here's the AI companion tab, and if you scroll down, you can change the general template for the summary. So you can click this edit button and you can pick any of them. You can just press brainstorm, set as default, and it'll just change like the template for the summaries. So when you're here in your summary of your meeting, then you can do it here as well. You can just change the template and it'll just give you a different one for the summary.
Okay, so now we are gonna just do like a group reflection on our opinions on the Zoom Hub. So personally, I think it's like super helpful. I think it's like gives us a lot of information and like you can switch a lot of things. Like if you want different like summaries after your meetings, like you can switch it, which I think is super helpful. And like I never knew that you could do anything like that.
I like the Zoom Hub just because I think it keeps everything super organized, so you know exactly where to find your saved files and everything that you've done, and it keeps it in a way that's easy to access and makes it super simple for you.
Yeah, adding on to that, especially when it comes to like classes or anything. Like I know that whenever I've been sick and the class was recording, it's very useful to have just like a space where all the meeting recordings are stored depending on like date, time, and all that.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to show how to promote somebody to co-host. So the first co-host I'm promoting is Lindsay, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you press more. I mean, no, you don't press more. You click on the participants, and here's Lindsay and more, and I can make her co-host. So, and confirm. And some of the functions that um co-hosts have, sorry, one second. Co-hosts in Zoom can basically help run the meeting while normal participants can't. So they can mute and unmute people, manage the people, start or stop the recordings, share their screen, move people into breakout rooms, and handle things like admitting people from the waiting room and all that. regular participants can only control their own mic and camera and can't manage the meeting or other people.
Going off that, like it's really helpful, especially when professors have like teacher assistants in their class, for them to be able to also like help out and have some control of the meeting without like being fully in charge of everything. So now I'm gonna share my screen because I'm gonna show you how to do breakout rooms. Um, okay. You guys can see my screen, right?
Yep.
Okay, so for breakout rooms, you're basically just gonna click the three dots with the more, and this is where you can click breakout rooms. Um, and you can either include yourself or you can't. You can assign manually depending on like if you want them, like if you want to make the groups yourself or if you just want it to be randomized, or you could let your participants choose the room if they all want to like go in a group with people they have chosen. So I'm gonna make two breakout rooms since there's four of us. Um, I'm gonna open all rooms and there's now this separates. Holly's in room one and um Andrea is in room two. Is that how you say it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. So I don't- Okay, and then this gives me the like opportunity to join and like bounce around from my room. So like right now I could join Holly's room. Oh, well, I actually can't because it'll stop from screen sharing, but if I wanted to, I could have joined their room and like checked in on their groups and see what work they were doing, which is really nice and helpful. And then I can close the room super easily. And then, and then another thing I can do is Spotlight, which basically just allows me to, I could click on a certain person and I could pin them or do something like that for, to spotlight them to the screen. And this like helps in the sense that, if like somebody is talking or like wants like their full attention or like presenting or something, they can have the full like everybody on the Zoom can focus just in on them and not get confused with everyone else. Additionally, I can also do the polling. I'll just do it, Julie, since we're already
Perfect.
so polling and quizzes are also allowed, so you can make this was the one we did before, but you can view results, share results, and you can also create a different one, um, which is really helpful and nice for actually I don't think I could like relaunch this one here. And this shows the polls and they can vote again or stuff. And it could be anything so you can get a gauge on like what people are understanding in class and answering questions. And you could share the results to everybody in the group. And they're all seeing on their screen now, which is really helpful.
I can also share my screen really quick and just show how to make the
Yeah.
poll. Like we know how to um
Did you
see the
start?
results, but here we do the three buttons again, polls and quizzes. And
Wait,
then
yeah.
there's this plus button over here. I think only maybe the host can do it.
Yeah.
Can be like, what is your favorite season? And then we can do winter, summer, and then I can save it, save as a meeting poll. And then whenever I want to launch it, I can just press launch. And then the quiz should be out for the rest of the participants. So there, once I think I gave people like enough time to answer whatever, I can end it and share it so it'll go to their screens and they can see the results. Okay.
Perfect.
Chat functions.
Yeah. Okay, then for the chat, I'm gonna like share my screen as well to show you guys. Okay, perfect. So for the chat options, you have the options to either like message everyone over here. So it's if you have like a broader question, just in case, you want to ask something for the class. And then after that, you can also do direct messages. So underneath, you have like the list of the participants in the meeting, including the host and the co-host. So you can just click on someone and then write like a message directly. And then it'll send, but it'll send directly to that person. So no one else is going to be able to see it.
And then about the live transcription.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna share my screen and show you the transcription. So in the more, you can find transcript, and this feature automatically generates captions in real time, and it's useful for accessibility and it helps participants follow along more easily. And it's also helpful if audio quality isn't perfect for someone that joins late. Wait,
And then remote control.
I can't find it. Does anyone know?
Okay, yeah, I think I found it. So basically, like, yeah, so basically Holly's gonna keep screen sharing. So what you do is basically while someone else is screen sharing, you go to the top to the 3 points and you're gonna see like fit to window, 50%, 100%, and then you can request remote control. So basically like if I request it over there, she can either like approve or deny it. Okay, I think that's pretty much it. Like afterwards, like she received already. So like now I have like the option. And if I want to give up the remote control, I just stop the remote control. I think that's it. I think that's how it works. Okay, perfect.
Yeah. So that is kind of all the tools in Zoom, and yeah.